Hello students, good morning. How are you today? I would like to introduce myself. I am Karen Grace Dayag and I am your teacher for today. Alright, so before I start discussing this one, our topic for today, I would like you to settle down yourself in your own seats. Alright, so I think everyone is settled. So before I start discussing this one, I would like to call on students to share his or her idea about the topic for today, the past and the past of perfect tenses. Okay, so anyone, would you share about your own idea or understanding about this topic? Okay, Miss Dayag, what is your idea? Can you share to us what is it? Alright, that's good. You have a great idea. And how about Gumapang? Yes, Miss Gumapang, can you share your idea to us? What is it? Alright, excellent. You have both a great idea. So I think I don't have to discuss this one because you already know it or knew it. Okay, just kidding. Okay, our topic for today, obviously, as what you can see in this visual, our topic for today is the past and the past perfect tenses. Okay, here's our guide question. What is the simple past form of the verb? And number two, what is the past perfect form of the verb? And number three, how are the past and past perfect tenses of the verb form? Alright, so it is useful for us to have a short review about the verb. Okay, what is verb? Alright, so verb is a word that expresses action, walk, run, jump, or a state of being, be, exist, or stand. Alright, so this can be in terms of events in the past that are now finished, situation in the past, or a series of action in the past. Alright, simple past a form of verb. We use the simple past tense to talk about action that happened at a specific time in the past. There can be a few actions happening one after another. Okay, let's take a look about this example. In this first example. Alright. So our first example, the Filipinos survived difficulties in the past. Okay, as what you can see, we underline the word survive. In this example, it tells us something that happened in the past and it is now finished. And we use the verb, yes, we use the verb as in simple past form, which is the word survive. Yes. Okay, so number two, I came, I saw, I conquered. Alright. So this in this example in here we have a series of past action which are the came, saw, and conquered here. And lastly, number three, I live in Ilocos Norte for 10 years. This sentence expresses a situation in the past. And the verb that we use is live. Yan. Alright, so let's proceed. Past perfect tense. Alright, the past perfect tense is sometimes being referred to the past in the past. Why? Because the past perfect tense is used when you are talking about a completed action at some point in the past before something else happened. So how do we form past perfect tense in a sentence? So the past perfect tenses is formed by using the word had plus the past participle. So let's take a look about these examples. First, had written, had arrived, had eaten, had become. Okay, number one or the first example, we use had written, which is the past participle of write. And number two, we use had arrived. And the past participle of arrive is also arrive. And number three, had eaten. The past participle of eaten is eat. And lastly is we use had become. The past participle of become is also become. But just be careful in using the irregular verbs since they do not follow a pattern in forming past and past perfect tense. Okay, let's also look at this sentence. After James had eaten dinner, Jane washed the dishes. Alright, so in here we have two past action, which is had eaten, and wash. So if you're going to look at this example, we can see that the past action had eaten happened first before the other action wash. So there's a past in the past. So had eaten here is in the past perfect tense, and wash is in the past or is in the simple past tense. Okay, so always remember that the past perfect tense is used to show that something happened before another action in the past. It can also be used to show that something happened before a specific time in the past. Okay, so let's proceed. In many cases, a complete sentences written in the two parts with two different tenses. Okay, first one is the past perfect tense to refer to the action that happened first or earlier. And the second is the past simple to refer to the action that happened or later. So let's go back to our example a while ago. Okay, after James had eaten dinner is in the past perfect tense. And the second part, Jane washed the dishes is simple past tense. Alright, so students, I hope that these illustrations give you a clearer understanding in forming sentence in past perfect tense. So here, there are time expression in the past perfect tense. Okay, already, for, since, and yet may be used in the past perfect tense. And there are rules for using other time expression. Use after, as soon as, the moment that, until, or before using the past perfect tense. So here we go in our example. After is our the time expression. Okay, so as I read this example, after she had moved out, I found her notes. Okay, our time expression here is the after. And our past perfect tense is the word had moved out. Okay, to our next example, I didn't say something until she had finished talking. Okay, our time expression here is the word until. And our past perfect tense is the word had finished. Okay. Okay, note. The order of phrases may be switched, but the meaning will still the same or will stay the same. Okay, let's take a look at this example. I will read. By the time Doris got to the party, everyone had gone home. Okay, in this example, we use the word get as a simple past tense. And in this second part, we use the word had gone as the past perfect tense. So if we are going to switch these places, it looks like this one. Okay, I will read. Everyone had gone home by the time Doris got to the party. As you can see, the first part in this sentence is the second part in our first example. We switch this one, so the second part will going here. And the first part will be here. So even if the words were crumbled, the first, but if you are going to analyze its meaning, it remains the same. So it's remained the same that Doris was late when she got to the party. Okay, now, another thing that we should remember is how to create negative sentence in past perfect tense. So just have use hadn't contraction of had not in the past participle, or we can use had never plus the past participle.
Just like in this example, Jonah hadn't finished her assignment yet when Maria entered her room. Okay, we use the word hadn't finished as past perfect tense. And here we use the word entered as a simple past tense. Okay, another one. Corey had never reviewed her notes before she took examination. So in here, we have the two past actions. Was it his had never reviewed and took. The given example we have used had and never to indicate relation to our sentence. Okay, so did you get it? Okay, great. So in here, let's try. If you get it, then let's analyze the given pictures or the word. So since we don't have a pictures, let's use words. Okay, write a sentence for each word using the given clues information. Use past perfect tense in writing your sentence. So I will give you seconds to analyze, and in this analyzation we will be using James as the subject. So go. Alright, so I think we have an answer. So what is the answer in question number one or in the clue number one? Alright, very good. So the answer in number one is James had eaten before she slept. Yes, that's a good idea. Okay, and also in number two. Okay, great. Very good. The answer number two, when James slept, he had already eaten. And lastly, alright. Very good. You have a great idea. The last answer is before James left, he had already eaten. Alright, so let's proceed to our next analyzation. And we use Dave as a subject. Okay, I will give you a second to analyze this one.
Alright, since you have done analyzing this one, alright, great. The answer number one is Dave had studied before he played. Alright. Okay, number two. Anyone? Okay, that's great idea. The answer number two is before Dave played, he had already studied. Okay, lastly, the answer in this question or in this analyzation number three, what is it? Alright, great idea. Very good. The answer is when they played, he had already studied. So let's proceed to our last and our next or last analyzation. So here's the instruction. Complete the sentence with the past perfect form of the verb in the parentheses. Okay, number one, my niece blank go to Manila 3 times when she was 16. Alright, very good. The past participle of go is gone. So we will putting it had gone. Alright, very good. Alright, number two. When I blank asked her to help me, she agreed. Alright, anyone who can answer? Alright, very good. The past participle of asked is asked. Okay, so we will putting it had asked. Very good. Okay, so let's proceed to our example number three. Everyone hug each other after blank finish their exam. Okay, anyone can answer this question or analyzation? Alright, it's simple. The past participle of finish is finished. Okay, so we will be putting had finished here. Okay, so let's proceed to our number four. I told my teacher that my mom blank helped me in my homework. So it's very simple. Alright, very good. So we will be putting had help. And let's proceed to our last analyzation. So Maria asked me what blank happened to me last week. Okay, so what's the answer? Alright, very good. Had happened because the past participle of happen is happened. Okay, so great everyone. I hope you understand what we have tackled for today. And so I hope you understand what we have tackled for today and what we have discussed for today. So it's simple. So let's have a good day and good luck to our next topic for tomorrow. Okay, goodbye.